Please stop what you're doing. Listen, please. The scariest scam just happened to us. I'm still very shaken. It didn't even happen to me. Please send this to your parents. If you have older parents, if you have older grandparents, please send this to them or let them know that this is happening, okay? So about half an hour ago, my husband got a call from my phone number. It had my picture, it had my name, everything about it. It was my number. It was like a regular call. He didn't even think anything of it, answered the phone. On the other line was a guy saying he was holding me hostage and was going to shoot me if my husband did not transfer him money through Zelle. My husband immediately started texting our good friend that's in the FBI, and that guy instructed him to keep the guy on the phone and try to have that guy put me on the phone. Like, if he really had me, put me on the phone. So Josh my husband is keeping him on the phone, trying to tell him to put me on the phone. In the meantime, he's also tracking my phone. Well, I happen to be at the hospital because my son had a doctor's appointment. So our FBI friend leaves work and is headed to me to make sure everything's okay. Josh was able to drag this phone call out for 5 minutes. And in the meantime, this guy is asking for, he's getting hostile and he's asking for the money via Zelle. My husband's like, I don't know what Zelle is. Do you have Venmo? Because he's just like trying to prolong the conversation. He's like, I really need to talk to her. I need to make sure she's okay. After about 5 minutes of this, he still wouldn't put me on the phone, obviously, because I wasn't there. So Josh, my husband, hung up and called me right back, and I answered, and he was like freaking out, right? Anyways, the scariest part of all this is that they call from your number and they knew everybody's names. So please spread the word that this is a new scam, because it is very realistic. It is very terrifying. And I know that a lot of people would just give them account numbers to get their loved ones back. Gosh, just spread the word, please. Hopefully, if we spread it far and wide, we can squash this and it will stop being a thing.
All of my money was just stolen. Today I was the victim of phone fraud. Somebody called saying that they were from my bank, from the fraud department of my credit card, that there were fraudulent charges on my card. He verified them, asked me if I did them, and I said no, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna cancel your card right away, like, I'm gonna help you out, don't worry about it. He somehow already had access to, like, see my transactions on that card, so he went through, like, the most recent ones, and asked me, like, is this legitimate, is this legitimate? I was like, yes, like, that I know. And then he somehow got access to, I didn't give him any passwords, nothing. He, like, already had stuff. He just asked me for, like, normal verification questions. And he was somehow able to access my account, and he wiped my checking and my savings clean. I've reported it to BMO fraud, and I'm going to the police station now to report it as well. Just be so careful when people call you. Please, just be careful.
Nowadays, fraudsters have strategies that is almost impossible to detect, and the more day goes by, the more advanced they become. And this just to mention but a few. Look at this.
I'm a victim of a marketing scam that was targeting large content creators for UGC work, and they stole thousands of dollars from me. I want to preface this video by saying that I never thought that this would be me. I'm a very smart human being. I don't fall for scams. As a seasoned content creator with larger platforms, I know what to look for, and this was so elaborate and so detailed that no one saw it coming. I was contacted through my business email by a production company that was claiming to work with a very large company that all of us know. The first thing I always check for is the email address, because all of the scams are always from Gmail addresses, and this was not. They had about 4 or 5 different email addresses with different accounts, all within the same company name. I always get brands asking for my media kit, so I did, and I sent it to them. I was then given an offer, and for a lot of people, this might be a ludicrous amount of money, but it was in the scope of how much I charge for UGC content. I then received an extremely detailed contract. And although I'm not a lawyer, I sign contracts weekly, and I know what to look for, and it was legitimate looking. I had other people look it over, and it looked normal. So I signed the contract, and they said that they were going to overnight FedEx me a check. And I get paid in checks. This is quite normal. When I received the check, I then took it to the bank. They asked me to deposit it. The bank says, yep, looks good, deposited it, didn't have a hold on it. I was then instructed to go to the post office, and at the post office, I was going to load onto this prepaid account. And I was supposed to film at the post office, but the post offices would not let me film. I know looking back, this sounds really crazy, but it's very normal for us to be filming in stores. It's normal to receive checks. It's normal to be on a time limit. If you're a content creator, you know that brands literally give you days sometimes. So with the QR code, I went to the post office and I asked them if I could put my money onto this so I could get the card and then create the content with it. But I have a limit on my account, as most of us do, so I was only able to put a few $1,000s onto it, and then the next day I was to deposit the rest. And I know you're saying, Claire, like, how did you not catch this? But the money was in my account. The next day I went to go finish what I was supposed to do as per my contract, and my bank card says declined. We call up the bank and say, hey, what happened here? I'm supposed to be doing this contract. I'm going to be losing out on all this money. And they say, this check is fraud. And at that moment, I realized, after I had spent thousands of dollars of my own money, that I have been defrauded. And I know looking back, this sounds really obvious, but I had signed a contract, I had gotten a check, the check had gone through. They sent me shooting briefs of what I was supposed to make for the content. They had a website, they had an accounting department, they had a content creation department, they had an information department. All of the people I was talking to had extremely good English. Before I signed the contract, I made sure there was proper punctuation. I really looked into this. And because I had to prove who I was, they now have my identification. So they have already opened things up against my credit, and they opened up a Bitcoin account and took the money that I deposited, and it is gone. I can make another video to show you how detailed everything was and to show you the red flags. And money is money. Money will come and money will go, but I care about my safety, and I care that now I have had to go to Equifax. I've had to go to the police. I've had to put flags on my credit for the next 6 years. And what really upsets me the most is that my page is about empowering people who have a disability, and I was taken advantage of, and it was most likely because I also have a disability. And I don't want to come on here and cry, because yes, this was me. Yes, I deposited the money by myself. I am responsible for my own actions. And the worst part, I can't even claim it as fraud because I paid cash, because I willingly did it into my own account. These people are so smart. They are so detailed. I bet you it's run by someone who understands content creation, because everything was legitimate looking. Please do not accept checks. Do not give anyone your ID. I've never felt so violated and unintelligent in my entire life. Please be careful. These people are vultures, and it can happen to the best of us. And as embarrassing as this is, I know that it's important to talk about, because it can literally happen to anyone. Be careful. I love you.
These people are not just smart, they are wicked. And I don't know. I honestly, I feel there should be, well, I feel that the intelligence agency should devise a smarter way to try to locate these people, to try to track these people down whenever they perform fraudulent activity, so that at least the percentage of fraud in the world will reduce. Because the more day goes by, the more they come up with smarter ideas, the more they come up with more wicked, and I don't know, these people, even someone with disability, they had to. I'm really sorry for her. We really need to be careful, because honestly, this fraudulent activities is getting out of hand. Is seriously getting out of hand. Just look at this one.
A new scam that's going around that you need to be aware of, and it's a good one. One that would have gotten me, one of my family members, or even one of my loved ones. You're gonna get a package delivered to your home. It may be a box, it may be a padded envelope. It will be addressed to you with your information on it, and it may or may not have a sender address on it. Cool, somebody has sent me something. You open up the package. Inside is a QR code that you need to scan to find out what your gift is. The instant that you scan it, you have handed over every single piece of information you have on your phone. And I mean everything. We're talking about your passwords, your text messages, your photographs, your emails, your banking information, everything, including access to your cloud and local devices. And time may pass and you may think, oh, they didn't get me. I scanned the QR code, but I'm totally fine. Nothing happened. They may literally just be sitting on the access or monitoring your activity. These scammers are becoming incredibly clever and finding so many different ways to access your information. And don't put your head in the sand. Don't think, oh, this could never happen to me, because it's literally happening to people every single day. Please make sure to share this with all of your friends and loved ones.
These scammers are not only smart or clever, they are also very patient. You may feel that you must have escaped them, but you will know that they're monitoring your activities. It's just a matter of time and they will hit you very hard. So everyone needs to be careful, and you don't have the mindset that you're too smart, that maybe you cannot be defrauded. Everyone can be defrauded, because as much as what makes you smart is what you know. What you have no experience about, you cannot be smart over that. And every day, these people are coming up with new strategies that people may not really know. So don't always see yourself that you're smart. Just try to be conscious, try to be careful in all your ways, the way you fill your information, the way you click links, the way you give out your personal details. Just try to be very careful so that you not be a victim. Look at this one.
This is a new scam alert, and this is legit. People with hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, 5,000, 10,000 followers are losing their accounts forever to this scam. So I got an email a couple of days ago. It looked like this. And the email on my computer pulls up all these colorful images that match everything here on TT. So I'm like, okay. And it says, please verify your account. You're blue badge certified, you know, the little check. And I'm like, okay. So I click on the link and it takes me to this website that also looks very, very similar to TT. Okay. And I'm reading through this stuff and it wants you to check all these boxes and then put in your username, your email, and your password. I go, okay, let me research this. I sent a screenshot to my husband. I said, can you please look into this? This seems a little weird. Like, I know I gained a lot of followers, but I don't think I'm like blue badge status. Like that's like a big deal, right? So he researches it, 100% a scam. What they're doing is they're getting you to enter in all of your information, click these boxes, which I didn't read because who has time for that? And then they get your account. They go in there, they change your email, they go in there to change your password, and then they sell the account to somebody. And it's gone forever. You lose everything. You can't even get it back because you like okayed all these things and you think you're, you know, like excited and you're getting this blue check because you have a follower and you're creating content. You're a content creator now. Boom, it's gone. So send this to all of your content creators, send this to all your friends, send this to anybody you know that has a following that's new here. Do not risk your account for anything, okay? Don't make that mistake, you guys.
And I want to tell you that these people, they have different prey. They target content creators, they target just anybody, no matter what you do for a living. So you just need to be careful how you click links, the emails you receive, and just be careful in everywhere. Phone calls, don't give out your phone number, don't give out your personal information, don't just give out anything. Everything is too good to happen. When someone start giving you something or start promising you they will help you do this one, they will help you verify this, that's too good to happen. Why must they help you? And I want to tell you this, no company will call you, no bank will call you to help you verify something. Your account can never be at risk, and any banker will call you and request for an OTP or request for any personal detail to help you fix your accounts. No, none of those things exist, because let's say the organization have 100 million users and they start calling on the users one after the other to help them fix the account. That's not possible. Obviously, it's a scam alert. So everyone need to be careful. Look at this one.
I feel really stupid over what just happened. I got scammed out of all my crypto, over 5,000 euro worth. But if this helps at least one person, you know, not to do the same what I did, I think that would be a consolation. All my Bitcoin gone. But yeah, so my the official text message thread that I had with Binance since the day I opened Binance got intercepted. And you know, it was official, it was good until last week. A scammer got in and basically was grooming me for a few
few days now. Anyway, I ended up calling the number because they said there was suspicious activity, and one thing led to the other. He helped me enter into my trust wallet. He told me my trust wallet, where I keep all my crypto, was under risk, and he said we should open a new trust wallet, and proceeded to send me a seed phrase, which is when my spidey senses went off. And I didn't listen to that inner voice that told me, be careful. I'm speaking to an official number. How could this be a scam? This is definitely, not a scammer. And I ignored my inner voice, and I ignored also the voice of my boyfriend. It was inside. I had him in my head. He's a crypto whiz. He knows everything to do with crypto. He was also scammed at one stage in the past, so he's very cautious, and he's always been telling me, be careful, Alina. But I ignored those two voices in my head, and I listened to this official voice. So guys, never do that. Never ignore your inner voice. Ignore when the spidey senses come. There's something to it. And number two, even official communication with a platform could be intercepted, and they can scam you out of your crypto.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They have different tactics. They have different smart moves. And that's too good to happen. No one will ever call you to help you set up anything. So be wise. Just see any help from anyone as a scam alert. I'm serious. Any help of any kind. First of all, have this mentality that it's a scam alert. So once you have this mindset that any help coming from anyone I don't know is a scam alert, at least to an extent, that will help you protect yourself. A stranger will never call you to help you easily. That's too good to happen. So be careful, be really careful. And let's look at the last one.
I cannot believe in 2025 you guys are still allowing these internet self-proclaimed life coaches and financial gurus to scam y'all. Information is free, okay? Why are you buying their ebooks and online courses? There are no shortcuts to success, weight loss, or transforming your life, okay? I could literally sell you an ebook and be like, look at my Range Rover, look at all the stuff that I have, let me show you how I make money, but you guys don't know if my car is rented, you guys don't know anything. 25-year-old life coach, been an adult for 5 years. Come on, man. I saw this chick who looked like she just straight out of prison, and she's like, buy my ebooks, let me show y'all how I got this G-Wagon and this and that, red hair, prison tattoos. What? Come on, it's a scam.
Now you see there are different kinds of scam. Some people go into like the main fraudulent activity that, let's say, EFCC can trace you down and come and apprehend you. Whereas some people do it in a more mature and legal way. Look at this. Someone coming to you to say an online course that obviously would never make you rich. So let me tell you this. There's no easy route to make money. I can't tell you to buy a course of $1,000 that after learning that course that you'll be rich. Things doesn't work that way. There is no course that will make you to be rich. I want to tell you that if there was a course that someone would buy and get rich by now, I know where I would have been. I could have bought that course and I could have been rich by now. So don't fall for those scams. You see, there are different kinds of scam, different kinds of fraudulent activities. People do their own in a way that maybe they try to hack your phone, or whereas other people do it in a more legal way where they will still have some form of reputation, where they can come out and talk publicly and people will respect them regardless of the fact that they are scammers. So don't fall for any form of scam. Teaching you, you buying a course from me for, let's say, $2,000 that will make you to be a millionaire. That's too good to happen. It's totally too good. If that was true, do you know how many millions of people would have been billionaires by now? But that's to show you that things doesn't happen that way. Nothing comes that way. Almost everything is a scam. So you need to be careful. Just be careful in all form of life. And if you're careful, at least to an extent, you'll be able to protect some of these scams. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Please like this video, share it to people so that they can gain from this information and also be protected. You don't know the next person that you will save. By sharing this video to a friend, you can get to another friend. By sharing to your cousin, you can get to different people in your lineage and protect your friends and family members. Thank you so much once again for watching. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe now, turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on my next video. That being said, I will see you in the next one.